My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Crank. Now, I did watch this movie once before, and I remember being really disappointed. I was expecting a crazy action movie, and I didn't really feel like this movie delivered. But I just rewatched it, and I liked it much better this time, and I know the reason why. Because this movie does have some great, brutal action scenes, but the movie works best as a comedy. Like, it is so over the top and crazy, and just everything Jason Statham has to do to stay alive is comedy gold, and it makes the movie very entertaining when you view it through that lens. Jason Statham does carry this movie incredibly well. If you know me, you know I think he's one of the best action stars out there, and he just has the proper personality for this kind of movie. Amy Smart is also really good. She's not in it nearly as much, but she still stands out. Jose Pablo Cantillo as a villain is just so scummy and so pathetic that you love to hate him. So he does everything he needs to perfectly. And I also really liked Dwight Yoakam as the doctor. I thought he brought some nice personality to this movie. So the cast really works for me. I think this movie is well directed by Neverdeen and Taylor. Like, there is so much insanity to this movie, and it's just bad shit. It really is. There might be some bad CGI, especially at the end, but it kind of works for the vibe this movie has. So, yeah, it's a really enjoyable movie. I do have a few minor issues. The first one is that the one scene between Jason Statham and Amy Smart, I think it's a little too uncomfortable for a little too long. It does eventually become a funny scene, but I feel like we could have gotten to that point faster. I also do think this movie has like, it takes a while to get going for me. Like, I know he finds out he's about to die and he has to get going immediately, but it does take me a little bit to get invested in the movie. But after those first 20 minutes, I'm locked in, and trying to maintain this movie going at 100 is a very difficult task, and I don't think the movie's quite able to pull it off. And in fact, I think it would have been better if there was some flashbacks or something that the movie could fall back on every now and then, so it's not always trying so hard. I feel like this movie could have benefited from some breathing room, but I still enjoy this movie. I think it's actually really funny. There's lots of chaos and insanity, and the cast does a good job, and it's just a bonkers premise. It really is. Like, I can't think of another movie like this besides Crank 2, which I'll talk about as well, but for now, Crank gets a 7 out of 10. This movie is a good time, but have you seen Crank? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos soon, and Gavin out.